Greetings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Horror. I'm Daniel Shine. That's Todd Loya.
What's up?
Pugs Dread.
Assalamu alaikum.
And Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So we're here tonight with a Ryan Nicholson Disney double feature. A couple of lovely films that you can sit down and enjoy with the entire family. We'll get right into it. Wouldn't it be funny if somebody did?
You're like so corny, Dan. It's already annoying me.
Shut up, Todd. I just want to read the angry letters on the show. It could happen. But anyways, so our first one is Torched, which is his first feature film. And this one follows Deanna, a young, pretty, and upwardly mobile nurse, is about to face the most difficult challenge of her life, deciding whether 5 men should live or die. In a moment that would change her life forever, Deanna is brutally raped, but the pain she suffered is nothing compared to that which her 5 suspects are about to endure. One by one, Deanna avenges her rape. Do the men deserve the punishment she inflicts upon them, or the death they will soon desire? Only Deanna will decide who will survive and who gets torched. All right. Kruger, what did you think of Torched?
Well, first, I'm gonna put out that I watched this on the Unearthed Blu-ray. They just released this, I think about a month and a half ago. And yeah, so this being Nicholson's first film, obviously the production value is not going to be that great, but, you know, it's kind of a common theme in his movies. And there's so much stuff that made up for that area that it lacked. And the acting was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. It's not like, you know, obviously Oscar-winning performances, but it's about on par with Nicholson's better stuff. And I really liked our main actress, Michelle Bobak, who played Deanna. She was fucking awesome. And I especially loved what she channeled in the scenes where she's going apeshit crazy. I thought she was really good. The story isn't necessarily groundbreaking, but the gore is sure as fuck is. And there is a few twists and turns sprinkled in here with some torture scenes that will definitely kick your fucking ass. The practical gore effects are like extremely realistic and really ridiculously well done for, you know, a low budget film. There's some like brutal kills and hard as fuck torture scenes that like are really hard to watch on screen, to be honest with you. And me being, you know, a guy who loves extreme horror, like it had me have to look away for a second and be like, oh God, that's fucking nasty. I mean, there's like an on-screen genital mutilation we get that's like one of the most brutal I've ever seen or ever subjected myself to. So bravo there. When we get to the ending, it wasn't necessarily as strong as I wanted it to be, and it left me wanting like a little bit more, because this does have like a short 47-minute runtime. I wouldn't have mind maybe some more time just to have a better finale, but this being Nicholson's first outing and directing, this was ridiculously impressive. And I think if you're a fan of Nicholson's other work, if you're a fan of rape revenge films or torture flicks, and of course low budget extreme horror, this is a highly recommended movie from me. I fucking really enjoyed it a lot. So Pugs, what'd you think?
This dude definitely has a style, and like the type of stories he likes, it comes through strong even in his first outing. Like this dude was just made for this shit. I actually liked everybody, including the druggie, the fucking pieces of shit, the doctor. Like everyone was cool, and that one scene you were talking about, it would make Pinhead blush, and that was fucking awesome. So yeah, it's a solid first fucking outing, and like he was undeniable. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really look away. My jaw was on the floor. Like, are you fucking for real right now? Like, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. What about you guys?
Bravo to you, Pugs, because I had to look away on that one. I was like, hell no. But I gotta say, it's just another movie proving, you know, don't try to show a woman a good time or see what happens.
Ungrateful.
But the one that, yeah, you know, it's kind of obvious. This is kind of like him just showing off his like effects and doing it like not a super long movie, but it really does show off those effects. And you know,
you could see some of the stuff that he's going to do later. And I mean, you can see it's a good start to his career. I do really enjoy this one. Even if it made me look away, I'm actually happy. I mean,
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
it is. So, but apparently I don't like genital mutilation. Well, I should say dick mutilation, that area to be, because if it's the other way, I don't care. One big hole.
So one thing that I think really benefits this movie is the length, because I don't know, I felt like they told a complete story. Sometimes some of these movies will go a little bit too long, and it'll just start to kind of wear on you because there really isn't like a lot of development. But this, I thought it was tight. It worked. I never got bored with what was going on. This is obviously a gore flick. It's not going to be for everybody, but it sure as hell delivers if you like a good gore flick. I mean, the needle scene, oof, that they can generally make you cringe. It doesn't matter what you've seen, you're gonna kind of like wince a little bit.
It's funny that you bring up that needle scene, because I rewatched it with the Ryan Nicholson's commentary, and yeah, a lot of those hypodermic needles were actual real, like really going into somebody. The dude was cool with it, and he was diabetic, and he was like, yeah, just stick me with them, I don't care.
Yeah, there's a lot of
in every scene.
I'm not sure if it was every scene or not, but he wasn't very specific on which scenes. But I'm curious if
hey,
Fucking
one needle to the dick makes you hardcore. So hey, kudos, dude. I mean, suffer for your art. So yeah. Also, better than normal acting than you would expect in a movie like this, especially first effort like that. The actress was really good. It does its job. I mean, again, it depends what kind. If you're a sick bastard like us here at Flesh Wound, you'll enjoy it. But man, I mean, the melting, the blowtorch. I mean, tons of nudity, tons of sleaze.
Don't get too crazy, spoiler Dan. Leave some for the spoiler section.
Well, here's not a spoiler. Did anyone else notice? Did anyone else hear Ryan about 40 minutes in directing?
No,
Yes.
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't.
He said, he's like, okay, and pull it away. You could just hear him right at a cut where he's like, for the gore part.
That's
I was
awesome.
like,
Well, I'm not criticizing it.
I'm not
I
either.
thought that was funny. And
Yeah.
Todd, have you called anybody you're my little strawberry?
You
now?
cocksucking motherfucker. I have that down. That was going to be my fucking end of the night, you son of a bitch. Fuck you. Now you got to go.
Damn, Todd. Shit.
Fucking Dad's got to ruin everything.
It's all right.
I don't have anything else to say.
Shall I rate this and talk some spoilers?
Yes.
Oh no, we got to do the other one first for spoilers.
We got no.
Yes.
No. Oh yeah. Fuck.
It's all good.
That strawberry comment really fucked Todd up. Damn.
Yeah, you fucking piss motherfuckers off. What do you expect? Anyways, I'll fucking start off with my rating. I am a 4 out of 5. I really like this one a lot. I'm very happy I grabbed the Blu-ray, especially like if you got this Blu-ray from Unearthed. It has I think 3 different cuts of the film. And like I said, it has a Ryan Nicholson commentary and I think another commentary track and a lot of good stuff. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for me for Torched. Pugs, what do you give it?
I am also a 4 out of 5. It is pretty solid. It's in and out, and yeah, that one scene in particular, bravo. Todd?
I'm with you guys. I think if it would have went another 40 minutes, it would have definitely overstayed its welcome. The story was just, yeah, I think the running time helped it. It's a 4 out of 5.
I've got to remind people that we rate these things for what they are. So if the rating seems like unusually high, but for what it is, I give it 4 strawberries.
Dude,
You read my brain. I was going to do the same thing, but I decided to let it pass.
By the way, for everyone, this is Dan's final show on Flesh Wound Radio. You can catch him on all of his other bullshit now.
I'm sorry.
Work
I
on your
took
future
Nope,
endeavors.
you're done.
the strawberries.
Fired. Future endeavored.
Damn. All right. Well, on that note,
So Pugs, what do we have up next?
I'm not gonna take Dan's thunder away for today, but yeah, fuck him. Dead nude girls. Let's talk about it.
Dan, what? Well, Dan, give us a synopsis. Got to be good for something.
well, maybe I don't want to now, Todd, but all right. I'll keep it short and sweet. So this one,
Like these
again,
movies.
there you go, from director Ryan Nicholson, and this is Dead Nude Girls, which follows a man obsessed with bird watching takes on a new hobby: killing and mutilating young women. There you go, short and sweet, but that pretty much covers it. So, Kruger, what'd you think of Dead Nude Girls?
Oh, I have a feeling I'm probably going to be the bummer on this one. But so the opening monotone dialogue by Ryan Nicholson at the beginning had me worried, because I was really excited for this, because this is actually a pretty hard movie to find. So I was happy to get my hands on it, and beginning got me worried, and then I found out the movie's camera work is literally all over the fucking place. Like I don't know what if the cameraman was drunk or what, but just it all over the place, shaky as hell, more so than I've ever noticed in any of Nicholson's other films. This also has like audio issues galore. There's out of sync audio in it, and then it fixes itself. And then there's some scenes like where somebody's getting killed and you're hearing people have full-blown conversations in like the other room. And there's just like a lot of scenes in this movie that are just drawn out, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, let's move on from this. And the acting's pretty bad. Lots of the girls are moving when they're like supposed to be knocked out, and they're not supposed to be moving. The gore and kills were really bad. Like really bad for Nicholson's stuff. Like I was surprised. Like there was like a scene where it literally looked like he just dyed a chicken breast fucking red and slapped it on some girl's ass, and we were supposed to be okay with that level of gore. And I'm like, no, dude, you're Nicholson, you're a fucking god. Like I was expecting way more in that department. And anything like, there is like some stuff in there that we get that's kind of cool, but it's not well done enough for me to even really care. And I kind of honestly wish I skipped this movie, because it kind of tarnished a little bit of Nicholson's reputation for me, because I really didn't like this at all, and I thought it was trash.
All right. Well, for me, it just reminded me of like a Necrophagia music video, even though theirs gore is a little better. But if they told me this was done in like one afternoon because they had spare time and a camera, I would totally buy it. I'm like, yeah, that was cool. It's not up to par with his other work, but like I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's just like barely okay for me. Like the idea is awesome. It was just okay. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, I'm extremely disappointed.
Okay.
Concept wise, I was like excited for this. But yeah, this is obviously something they just shot in a weekend just to do it. It's production value wise is poor. There's nothing good in this one, which is unfortunate. It just feels really rushed. And I know towards the end of his life there was some issues. So I don't know if that plagued into this. I mean, he still did knocked out Torched in this time frame between this and not Torched, I'm sorry, Collar. Jesus.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Collar. He knocked out that in between, so
Which is a lot better, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot better.
So I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't work for me. It was just not good.
Can't all be winners.
Yeah.
Well, yes, this one it's really weird, because if you were looking at like his entire filmography, this would feel more like the first film.
You know what?
Which,
You know what? I wouldn't have a problem with this real quick. Sorry, Dan. If this was like an extra on one of the other discs, I would have been okay, cool. It would have just felt like added value versus.
But it was a later film, so it's which is weird because again, I wasn't even too sure because I was like, I wonder if the year's wrong on this, and this was done much sooner. But no, it wasn't. And this is the one that was kind of hard to get a hold of for a long time. And yeah, I mean, is there enough sleaze and gore there to satisfy some people? Maybe, but I didn't think that. I mean, the acting wasn't very good. There's times where they're not even really reacting. I mean, he comes out and he calls this giant knife the devirginizer, and it's just like, oh, just a normal day, nothing to be concerned about here. You know, I mean, yeah, there's the nudity, there's some block gore, but I don't know. The only person I could see this really appealing to is just if you kind of have a fetish for girls in bondage, I guess, really. But even then, there's probably better stuff out there. It's definitely his weakest film by far.
This feels like one of those videos you order out the back of Fangoria that you just get some.
Yeah,
the thing too is this thing was like $20 fucking. You know, when he was selling it, I would have been so fucking mad if I bought this thing, because you know, obviously, you know, before this he had fucking live feed. He'd already made gutter balls, you know, so like he, you know, already did famine, so he's a god. He was like a god. And then, you know, you go, oh, the new Nicholson film, it's some dude just killing chicks for an hour. That sounds fucking awesome. And then you get it, and it's like, bro, like, what happened to your fucking amazing skills? Like, that's the thing that bothered me, was like his skills. Like, he's such a skilled effects guy that he wasn't like showcased or at all, you know, other than, you know, the fact that he was, you know, the main guy. I mean, he was acting in it instead.
Yeah, and it just, I mean, some shots go, I mean, I get it, they're trying to be creepy, but I don't care about the characters in this. I mean, when he's just stacking the chicks, and
some of the chicks were hot though.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I'm not really complaining about that. It's just, you know, it's like, oh man, this feels a lot longer than it actually is.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I can really say about this one. It's disappointing.
So let's rate it.
Go for it.
All right. So it did make me laugh twice, and I will say where on the spoilers. So just for that, and the fact that it's Ryan Nicholson, I'll give it a 0.5, and that's me being generous, because I could have gave this a 0, and I'm not gonna be that disrespectful. So 0.5. Pugs, what do you rate this one?
I'm gonna be super generous because I did get excited with him cutting the clothes off the girls. It's gonna get a 2 from me. 2 out of 5. Todd?
All right. As much as I love everything else, I can't give it. It's a 0 from me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
I'm a generous 1. I mean, there's boobs.
See, that's the thing. I couldn't be generous on this because it's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to ask any of you: would you ever watch it again?
No.
Hell no.
Would you? What is there really anything you can say good about? That's why I give it a 0. There's nothing I can say good about it. I like the filmmaker. That's about it.
Yeah.
But all right, well, let's get into spoilers. I know.
Yeah, let's do the spoilers for Dead New Girls first.
Well, spoiler for the other one, it sucked. So, all right.
I like the scissor part though. That hallway scene though, like when the camera's just staying there, I'm like, you guys, you're killing me.
But that bothered the shit out of me. But I will say, when he pissed straight in the girl's ass, I did laugh. Like, I laughed my ass off.
I want to go back and give it a 1 just for that.
Yeah, because like that fucking part did make me laugh. I was just like, Jesus Christ, he just like unloaded a fucking healthy piss in this chick's asshole and pussy.
I will say this though, I'm sure it was a fucking blast to fucking make.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, dude, it's literally him fondling these chicks for like 50 minutes. So fucking,
maybe
I'm sure he had a great time. Yeah. Fucking Another part though that did make me laugh was when he cuts the chick's ass off and is just like, I'm having rump roast tonight. But like, yeah, the effect when he was cutting her ass literally looked like fucking they took a chicken breast and put it in some food coloring and just like slapped it on her butt. And I was like, oh, that's fucking lame, man. I want to see her whole booty hole, get cut open. Fucking, but yeah, like Todd said, missed opportunity because like he could have like just had this be like a 50-minute effects reel of genital mutilation. I mean, there is some, but it's not good. Like, it's not even like close to anything else he's done.
Before we move on, I fucking hated the two girls in the beginning. Those ladies were
Yep.
bitches. I'm like, you get everything that is coming to you, you deserve. Right, Dan? Let you join their camp and watch the damn birds.
Yeah, that the one scene was kind of like a what the fuck, but it's still a slog.
Mhm.
I don't really have spoilers. It's just a slog.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we move on to Torched now? So for Torched, first off, the torch on the leg, like that was so realistic looking when she's getting his. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did he get it to look so like? Because I like a fun fact. I've had my flesh fucking torched before, and fucking it's like. It looked like exactly how like flesh would burn off of his skin. It was crazy. But then we got to talk about the penis mutilation scene. So first,
really?
yeah, oh, we do, Todd. So like first, like she gets homeboy hard as a fucking rock. Like she wanted to make sure all the fucking blood was in his dick before she started fucking with him, and just starts sticking needles right in the fucking head of his cock, hypodermic
Fucking voodoo
needles.
doll.
Like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? And then she pulls out the fucking blowtorch and blowtorches his ball sack. Like, and then she starts going ham on the head of his dick too, and it literally liquefies before your eyes. Like his dick starts liquefying. And like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that was like probably the most brutal fucking dick mutilation scene I've ever seen ever. I mean, I've seen quite a bit, but I mean, I think this is even more brutal than the tranny penis bisection in Gutter Balls.
I mean, you probably felt it more being a male.
Yeah. But like, holy fuck. Just the way it looks so realistic. It's not even funny. Like that, it's very, very impressive that this was his first film. Obviously, I'm sure he worked on, movies with effects and stuff before that, but man, what a way to showcase yourself. And then like the electric saw blade kill, like we get a pretty good, we get a good decapitation, but when she starts bludgeoning his head in with the fucking saw blade and then starts like turning it on while she's punching him in the fucking face with it, like, oh, so fucking brutal. And like, it was so realistic looking, like with the face getting smashed in. It's fucking awesome. This was such a like pleasant surprise because I wasn't expecting much from this at all. And we end up getting like this crazy brutal fucking perfectly, like, I did complain about the runtime only because I wanted the ending. I felt like the ending was a little rushed. I wanted like to see her torture that fucking doctor more, if that makes sense.
I liked the doctor. I was disappointed. I was like, I thought you were gonna be a good dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
Dr.
neighbor. Yeah, all men are evil and pigs. Clearly, it was still a message back then. But yeah, she gets her fucking dirt in with those kills. That saw was fucking awesome. And yeah, it's all around impressive. I really got no spoilers. This is I think you should. Oh, you know what? I will say I did not like the hospital. That is clearly a fucking hallway with the stairs.
I can sympathize for that though. Sometimes
you got to work with your budget. Yeah.
Yeah, you got what you got. It's hard to recreate a hospital if you don't have access to one. So
yeah, I don't have much. I mean, it's you guys nailed it. The genital the dick fucking yeah.
Well, needless to say, fucking, I think I think this is definitely one of the only movies in the past I'd have to say 10 years that actually made me go like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like, I mean, really, that mutilation scene, fucking second to none, fucking awesome shit. I'm really, now that we're, has anybody else got any more spoilers before I move on?
No, sir.
No, well,
I'm just gonna say that I'm fucking excited for the next one. I'm pretty sure Hanger is gonna be the next release coming out of Unearthed's film. So once that Blu-ray's out, we'll do that. And that one I'm very excited for. I don't have any of you guys seen that one before?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I have.
I don't think I
Okay.
have.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. Fucking sounds crazy as shit. So
Got one of the better poster arts. I remember Payback is a bitch of a whore on it.
Well, on that note, we should probably wrap this one up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any final thoughts? See, that's how you do it, Dan.
I have no final.
I wasn't
thoughts.
asking you. I was asking the other two gentlemen.
Shut up, Tom.
I'm good.
Strawberry.
I still love you, Ryan Nicholson, even though Dead New Girl sucked.
Yeah, same here. Pugs, why don't you get us out of here?
All right, you can follow us on all the social media bullshits. Every last one of them, we're there. So come interact with us, and we're on Patreon. So if you want to help us there, it starts just at $1, and you get a bunch of shit, including early access, exclusive content, and most importantly, uncensored. Sometimes we can be a little much, but over there, you can take it all. So with that being said, gentlemen, let's get the hell out of here.
Good night.
Stay sick, motherfuckers.
Thank you, Dan, and we wish you the best in all your future endeavors.